Hey Bear, good morning. No sooner did I get off work. Today's Saturday, right? Friday morning at 6 a.m. I got home, had a little bit of breakfast, and virtually slept all day. I mean, I woke up a few times, but I just now got up. You know what I mean? About an hour and a half ago. Oh, I just had to catch up. Yeah, I just had to totally catch up on my sleep. So I got today and 3/4 of tomorrow off. Then I go back in tomorrow at 10 p.m. 10:30 p.m. Yeah, 10:30 p.m. It's getting busy here. Reasons. Good morning, Deborah. Oh, I intend to. I have so much that I have to catch up on. Actually, where I'm training right now, we don't close until midnight. It doesn't close until 12 o'clock. So it's all in all, it's still not bad. All over the logistics store. So yeah, getting to know pretty much everything, with the exception of every store does things differently. So that's like the main thing that we're focusing on. But it's good training. You know, everybody's been really good and thorough. So love my trainers. I'm trying to seize my opportunity here to get another cup of coffee. It's pretty packed. I'm gonna go hang out with you. Oh yeah, very much. I see my opportunity. Just keep an eye on everybody.
Yes, if you get the rebuild for the artist.
Oh my God. That's insane. All right. Apologize. I'm back. I literally have to watch. It is 7:16 West Coast time. I literally have to watch the line to make my jump and run to go get coffee. Because it gets back pretty quickly here. Christy, you came back. I know, terrible, wasn't it? It was buffering so bad it caused my laptop to freeze up. So, Eastern or Western? Are you on the eastern side or on the western side of Canada? Yay, Canada! Well, kind of the weekend. I'm off today entirely. Oh, okay, standard. I go back tomorrow night at 10:30. 10:30, yeah. Ah, okay. Very. One day I shall make a trip to the Great White North. And about 6 or 7 months ago, I wasn't paying attention. My friend said, "Oh, you should do Pasadena." It's like, really? Like, I want to spend the money in litigation for a simple sprain. Tell them it interferes with your career. What career? I am full time, yes. You and I both, yes. It's a shame that the housing situation didn't happen earlier when I was with Sugarfish, but maybe there was a reason. There's most certainly a reason why it didn't happen. I mean, Sugarfish was just really demanding. It was kicking my butt, big time. And I'll be the first to admit it. But I was pulling it off, so. I got to tell you, folks, I miss doing the live stream at this time of the morning. Doing it in the afternoon, I know it's probably a convenience for most of you in the afternoon, and for the other folks on the other side of the world where it's becoming morning. But for me, it's a lot easier just getting up at this time of the morning. But either way, I think I think when the other store is fully open, I think I'll be going in to work at 4 a.m. I think we'll be starting at 4 a.m. I think our work schedule will be starting at 4 a.m. I think they're still in the deciding because they can't just say what time they're gonna. It's something that has to be when you're a retail store. You can't just say we're gonna open 24 hours or whatever. You have to ask the city if you can open up at a certain time. So it's a lot of politics, a lot of red tape. So I don't know if they hammered everything out yet or not. So we don't even know yet. But I'd rather start early in the morning versus late in the afternoon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. To have at least half the afternoon off, it's much better schedule. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's Thank you for reminding me that uh becoming a bit of a scatterbrain. Yeah, and I can get a lot of things more situated. I could make an appointment like for my knee. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I could have at least somewhat of a normal lifestyle. For me, it's not so much as it helps wake me up a little bit, the coffee, but it's more of the taste. For me, it's more of a flavor thing, you know? It's like having a good cut of meat, like a good steak, medium, not medium rare, but medium. It's like having a good dark roasted cup of coffee. It's just, for me, that's just what I like. And it's not so much as a caffeine thing. If I wanted the rush or whatever, I'd have like a monster or, you know, I just like the taste of coffee. Always good morning. Cool. What do you prefer? You want to go salsa dancing or you want to go swimming? Or combine them both? Do salsa dancing on the shore? I know, I know. I was gonna go to Venice, but then I had pop-ups that I have bills that I have to go take care of today here in town. By the time I get from here to Venice, which is 2.5 hours, and then come back, that's a 5-hour day right there. Plus whatever time I'm gonna spend in Venice, at the most maybe an hour, hour and a half. We'll see. And the thing is, I can't really drink a lot of milk because of my gastric bypass. Because if I do, I get sick, unfortunately. And I love milk. I get what's called, or what's commonly for us that have had that procedure, is called dumping syndrome, and it's not a fun thing. But every now and then, I'll go and have milk. I like for my coffee, I have half and half. Yes, you do, and yes, we do. That's right. It's so funny. People get protective of themselves and each other when they see someone on video cam recording themselves, and they're like, "Oh no, 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 don't get on camera." And I've said this numerous times. They forget they're being recorded wherever they go: supermarkets, department stores, convenience stores, when they go get gas, when they're at an intersection crossing the street or crossing the intersection in the car. And they also forget that more so than a private person recording, everybody sells security tapes to other security firms for purposes of finding other criminals. An individual doesn't sell the recording that humans, such dumb creatures sometimes, I swear. Thank you always. Winter in Chicago is terrible. It's dirty, it's messy, it's ooh, it's terrible. Especially if you get a light rainstorm, everything slushes over. And if you're crossing the street, a bus or a car splashes, step in the puddles, it's icky. It is. No, it's violent. Yeah, you're gonna be coming up here soon. You're going to come up here in the winters very soon. I don't envy you, but I do miss winters. Winters in Wisconsin, especially central Wisconsin, is definitely different from winters in the big city like Chicago, like New York. Country winters are so much better. The grooming, the taking city streets and everything is just, it's wonderful. In the city, not so much, right? But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love foggy days. Where I grew up in El Segundo, during the wintertime, we get the fog rolling in. It covered the whole city. And then where my mom and I lived, we lived on Sepulveda. way out towards the eastern side of town, easternmost side of town, or the far east side of town. And the high school was like deep in the west side of town. And during like Friday nights in the evening when the fog would roll in, you could hear the band playing and stuff like that. And I remember my fifth grade teacher or my fourth grade teacher telling us about explaining thing about science that sound travels better on foggy days because sound travels when there's particles in the air. It helps, like electricity in water. It helps move things in the air. So on foggy days, you can hear better for miles versus on a clear, non-foggy day. Same thing with water. If you have distilled water, pure distilled water, you can't get electrocuted in pure water. But if you add a little bit of salt, you can get electrocuted because there's minerals, there's particles where the electricity can travel. A lot of stuff that I remember as a kid. So just a little FYI of science for folks. And the fog would get so thick, we used to play kind of like hide and seek. Foggy evenings are kind of, for me, are kind of Stephen Kingish. You know what I mean? I like that. It's kind of romantic slash suspenseful and mysterious. Throw in with a little bit of accent of Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah. Oh yeah. This morning was kind of nice. It's got a bit of a marine layer, kind of foggy-ish. Well, more of a marine layer than foggy-ish. But we're in the cool weather for the next few days. But it's supposed to heat up again the next week. We are not done with summer yet. Far be removed from summer. Yes, actually, I agree with you completely. To me, my best month, well, the exception of June here in Pasadena, but preferably of any time of year, October is like my favorite month. Yeah, October, the weather changes. I mean, one day it could be tepid. The next morning you wake up and fall is in the morning. That's it. It comes right in like a quiet little cat. And yeah, October for me is like the best time of year. I was born in the wrong month. I'm a March baby, but my favorite time of the year is October, start of October. Trying to do three things here at once. Keeping up on doing this, keeping up on Facebook, and trying to contact a councilman. funny because like as of like 3 weeks ago, there was already stuff going on for Halloween. And I was getting really excited about that. I love Halloween. I think if I wasn't so certain about the work schedule, I'd go apply at Universal to go do scare acting again. That's a lot of fun. Oh, go run some errands, take care of a couple bills, and find out where I'm going to vlog today. Tomorrow is already a shoe-in. Tomorrow, what I'm going to vlog. But today, I'm not so sure. And that. Always, and that. That's another thing that I have to do today. Oh, another thing. So, quite a few things for me to stay busy with. I'd almost forgot about that always until you said that. I'd have gone off and taken off and then realized I didn't do my work clothes. No, I gotta walk. I gotta walk like 3 blocks to be at the laundromat. Yeah, completely. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town, boys. I'm gonna get dinged for this one. Yeah, it's not so bad. I just don't like doing laundry, period. Even if it's for me, I just don't like doing. I never used to mind. Fine, I like to do laundry, but I don't know why. Laundry to me is so tenacious, so laborious. It's just I'd rather wash dishes. I'll do the dishes. I'll take out the trash. I'll change the litter box. I will change diapers until the house smells. But laundry for me, for some reason, I don't know why. I just don't like it. Isn't that crazy? It's weird, isn't it? Do laundry early in the morning, like, buffering. I got to get there at 6 a.m. to get up. Excuse me. To get a washer. If not, I have to wait and wait. Shopping. That's a good point. That's a good way to do it. That or carry just a little shopping basket. It's a good way to budget yourself. I always do pretty much whatever I need, whatever I need to get. That's pretty much within a shopping basket. Unless I'm really tired. It's towards the end of the day. I've already done my vlogging. I got my backpack with all my gear, and I have to go do. I'll push a shopping cart just so I can have something to lean on. And but when I go to the laundromat where I go, yeah, I have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning when they open up. If not, because they only have that particular one, they have maybe 8 or 9 regular washers, and the rest of the whole laundromat is the super king washers and the industrial types. So that's exactly what I mean. That's what I do is like a walker. Especially after I've been gone all day and I got to do my shopping at the last minute before I go home, and I'm tired as hell, and I got my backpack. Yeah, I use that as a walker, like an old fart. Yeah. That's the one thing I really dislike about Walmart is that there'll be crazy amounts of people in line. They'll have 2 cashiers open, and they have the self-service ones open, and you always have someone, oh, well, you can go to the self-service. I don't like doing the self-service cashier. I don't like doing the self-cash out. I like to interact with someone just in case there's a price mistake. And, the price on the shelf says this, and you can't have that argumentative moment with the cashier. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
Here, sir. Okay, thank you.
I've done that before, yeah. Go in for a couple things and you walk out with 2 shopping bags. It's like, I only intended to spend $20 and I just spent $60. Why? Never go do grocery shopping hungry. I'd always stop off at Taco Bell, have a couple of tacos, and I spend my budget. Whereas if I don't eat something, I'm going to get more than what I spent. Yeah, bakery and ice creams are yeah. Yeah. Did you find everything okay? Yeah, and I'm walking out with then some. So yeah, you guys did a great job in taking my money. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for putting out all those tasty treats and suggestions and impulse items that I had no purpose of buying and acquiring, but yeah, Did your placement very well. Thank you. It's packed here.
Oh, sí, sí, bueno. Ajá. ¿Qué es lo que haces? Bueno. Bueno,
You know, I'm not. When Nutella started making its whole rave, I was never one for like. And I don't get me wrong, I love hazelnuts, but Nutella is not. I don't know, especially when it comes to like creamer, hazelnut creamer. The ex-wife used to love it. Just no. I'd rather have a real hazelnut than the flavor of it because the flavor is not even like it. Nutella smells like it, but it doesn't taste like real hazelnut. Yeah, half and half for coffee. Yeah, milk and creamer. It just doesn't taste like it. It doesn't even really smell like it. Caramel. For me, caramel. You can get me to do anything for like yeah, caramel. Caramel, I think more than chocolate is like my favorite thing. I like the Brock's little individual caramel chunks. Uh, Caramello candy bar. Oh, I love it. Yeah, caramel. Brandy, good morning. How are you? Oh no, sick. Making you hungry. Yeah, now we're on subject of caramel. Caramel. That's Charlie's weakness. Caramel. I don't know if they still do, but when they used to make, they used to sell those kind of like fruit leather, caramel thin things in the vegetable and produce section that you can wrap around a green apple or an apple and kind of like warm it up, and it was caramel dipped apple. I used to buy those and roll them up like a tortilla and just eat them like that. I love caramel. Yes, caramel, caramel, caramel. Caramel rocks. My mom would make Mexican caramel at home. She would take like 2 or 3 cans of evaporated milk. You take carnations, evaporated milk. You boil them on a slow simmer for about 3 to 4 hours. Let the can completely cool down, and you open it, and you have Mexican caramel. Tasty. Yeah, see, you know what you're talking about. You knew what was going on when you saw cans of evaporated milk being simmered. You knew what the treat was. Tasty. But on waffles too, it's good. And then like in the mornings, like on toast, it's really good. Like one of my favorite things instead of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I like peanut butter and honey. But also like a light spread of peanut butter and then caramel. Ah, she knew your weak spot. No stopping you. A good way to bribe you. They got some good music piping in this morning. They must have changed their station or their disc. Can you guys hear the background music? Or barely? It's probably why I don't get dinged that much here. Let me feel I want too much. Been with you just to put me through it all the time. When I'm standing on my taking bus to the water. Been with you just to put me through it all the time. My head looking at you, it's just a shame. So, oh, you had to say dentist. Doggone it, that's one of the things that I have to do is make an appointment to go see the dentist. I got to do it by the end of the year. I've been procrastinating purposely to go see the dentist. I just got a toothache now that you mentioned it. Thank you. Steven, how are you? Good morning. Nutella treat. Never had braces. Lucky enough. Yes. My mom kicked my butt, so I made sure that I took care of my teeth. Never had braces. Do not envy you all. Neener, neener. Oh, I've been blessed. And I've had wisdom teeth. I have to check. Yeah, I've had all four wisdom teeth pulled out. But never. Nah. I have a slight overbite, but that's about it, which is no big deal. And no one has a perfect bite. Are you serious? 3 times? That's a lot. And I am what is called an ice biter. I like to chew on ice. I used to take ice cubes, wrap them around a paper towel, and just bite them. I love ice. Well, nowadays you could have more than one set of teeth. I'd have to say dentistry has come a long way. But if I lose a tooth, I'm not going to spend the money to have it replaced. I don't care where it's located. My mom had a partial here at a very young age. I think when she was like 14, 15. Because I remember she always had that pop it out. And it was one of those gold outlined partials, you know what I mean? With the backfill. I always thought it was kind of fancy. My mom's got gold in her mouth. Braces are kind of cool because now they have the band that are colored. That's kind of neat. They do it as a little temptation to ease the pain for a lot of young kids or adults. Yeah, but you can have any color you want. Mine's just a slight. But other than that, I mean, I can fake it, but it doesn't look right. I think my 2 things that I always try to take care of the best is my teeth and my. Yeah, they got great music piping in this morning. Wow. Um, Major plans. Refocusing on what I started. In fact, like I'm still in the middle of trying to dictate and write a letter here to contact a local councilman about homeless housing in a certain area. So yeah, uh, the art of Carrie. Good morning. So I'm trying to do like a billion things. I want. Oh my. Oh Jesus Christ! That pop. Um, September.
58600.
September, I'm going to be pretty busy. Um, I want to get to the LA County Fair. The LA County Fair starts next month, a few days. So,
The one on the left?
and that's in Pomona. So I want to try and get out there and do just go do some vlogs and probably a live stream from the fair. So I'm not going to promise anything, but be on the lookout definitely in September. September, I'm going to be all over the calendar. We're coming into winter, so cooler weather. A lot of things need to be taken care of for the homeless. I have to do what I need to do. You know? Start bringing more attention.
I need a little, but not wait. Yeah. Well, that's what's great about it is that you don't want comments. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, so September, I'm going to be definitely busy. And I'm going to the county fair and a lot of deep fried food. County fairs are always a good place to check out the new trends when it comes to snacks and deep fried food. I love it. Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I know. New Orleans, New Orleans, as it's called, New Orleans. Not New Orleans, New Orleans. A lot of good food, period. And hopefully, I'm trying to make a plan for October. Hopefully, if I'm scheduled a couple of days off, I would very much desire, hope, wish, and would love to get to Disneyland for October. So that's one of my wishes and desires. I mean, that's like my little treat to myself. I want to get a room overnight and go to Disneyland, and I just want to go to Disneyland. Disneyland in October and in December are great times, but more so in October. I have not seen Kelly in a while. The young lady must still be asleep. Jan, I know Jan is busy moving. Wow, it's still pretty hazy today. Okay, so I'm so bad at forgetting to close out a lot of apps that are still running. It's 63 degrees. It's supposed to be 86. It doesn't even feel like it. Yeah, we're gonna be in the mid 80s all next week through next Monday. That's not so bad. Not too bad at all. It's funny, my household is like, I'm actually kind of glad I work the hours that I do because I don't have to deal with some drama that occurs whilst I am not there. I am very grateful for that. The kind of drama I like in my house is that of my family and myself, not of roommates. One of the roommates has had a visitor come in. I don't know if it's a relative or a love interest, but they're noisy as hell and they walk around the house like they live there. And it's getting bloody annoying too. I did not spend 3.5 years living on the streets to finally get housed. Now deal with all this noise and chaos.
Tall building with lift, tall building no lift.
Excuse my language, but it's fucking getting me pissed off. See a little kid. He knows he's on camera, so he's trying to play it. He keeps looking over, bopping his head. It's funny. I mean, there's a couple of roommates that are like really pretty much serious, that are serious about changing their situation. And one of the entire household seems to not like really give a care, and is just, like I said, I don't know if it's relative or love is, but using the restroom. I mean, I've mysteriously gone through 3 rolls of bathroom tissue, and I'm not even at home. You know what I mean? It's on my schedule. You know how I work on through the day. And 3 rolls of toilet tissue in less buffering.
Golly.
And I knew what the situation would most likely be with